When it concerns brands and it concerns fashion, Brands and Fashion has got you covered. Hello and welcome. My name is Success Cameron. If you're just tuning in, this is Brands and Fashion brought to you by iBrandTV. And as is a ritual on the show, we look at trends. Today's trend is chunky boots over feminine dresses. Yes, so if you're tech savvy and if you're someone who goes on social media a lot, you probably have seen this trend. Big shoes, feminine dresses. How did that come about? Well, we are just going to go and take a look at it, shall we now?
Who said looking feminine has to include uncomfortable footwear? It's time to show off your womanly strength without losing your femininity. A practical, comfortable yet classy girly look of pairing chunky boots with feminine dresses is back with a brand new twist. You might even find that a pair of these chunky boots actually accentuates your girlish look and all of the strength that's inside. This 90s grunge look is back with a sweet feminine twist that showcases the many sides there are to a woman. Now it's more about keeping the comfy grunge without hiding the fact that you're a girl. Knowing how to wear these chunky boots with the right dress is the secret behind the popular, trendy and stylish new revamped look. It's amazing what the right pair of shoes can do to change the look of an entire outfit. Why not slip on and lace up the unexpected combination of a sleek mid or ankle-length gown with chunky boots to see how it transforms your dresses. Chunky shoes come in many varieties, from simply sturdy looking to combat boots. It's more about how you wear it. Combat-style boots give the impression of being dressed in military uniform, but when you pair it with the right dress, it takes on a whole new message. Retain that sensible, comfortable footwear that also adds a little bit of mystique to any outfit without losing a bit of what makes you a girl. Let your femininity shine without trying to maneuver a pair of uncomfortable heels. Now you're dressed, ready to walk out the door to tackle whatever the day brings on, looking good while conquering it all.
Swift Dry Cleaners Limited, professional dry cleaners, best in dry cleaning and laundry services that meets the needs of our consumers. Yeah, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited, yeah, for clean wash and quick delivery, yeah. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited, for clean wash and quick delivery. Ooh.
Swift Dry Cleaners, clean wash, quick delivery.
You go enter market, just make you go buy fresh palm fruits. When you reach house, you go wash, you go pound, your body go dey pain you, even your fingernails go dey pain you. But make una no worry, make una relax. I get good news for una. Una don hear of Banga fresh palm fruit extract. All you need to do na make you go for the up, open am. Take the amount wey you want, put am for your pot. Which soup you wan make? Shey na egusi, shey na ogbono, shey na vegetable, shey na banga. My sister no waste time again, my brother no waste time again. Just go buy Banga fresh palm fruit extract. They go know say you sabi cook and you be better cook.
Banga, make your food yummy yum.
Distributors needed nationwide. Phone number 081 63 974447. 08035644436 07066638213. Banga fresh palm fruit extract.
This trend is something that I dig, But then it's wrong for you as a petite person, or should I say for you or for us as petite people, to wear very overpowering outfits or pieces, whether it's bold print, whether it's big shoes, big bag, anything that is too overpowering is just a no-no for people with petite sizes. But if you're big, oh, trust me, this trend is for you. And now I'm going to introduce my guest for today. She's been here, we all know her, we all love her, in the person of Jiri Duke. Welcome, Jiri.
Hey guys, it's so chill to be here again.
And she's rocking tie-dye, and that's one trend that I mentioned. I don't know, I've mentioned it once, yeah, or twice on the show, and I really loved it. Did you make this?
I did.
Like, why am I even asking? She's a stylist, so she definitely made this. I like the Africa thingy on the chest. Oh my god, that's so creative.
Thank you.
Welcome, Jiri.
Thank you. So by the way, you were talking about chunky boots.
Yes.
People. I remembered one of our favorites, Lekon, did that recently.
Oh yeah.
Backlash for that. That was so daring of him.
To do that. He wore oversized boots, and I was like, even I understand.
When I said I was trying to adjust my sight, I was like, is it just me seeing this?
But then I was like, I understand. But that's the thing I was saying about being petite and rocking all these overpowering pieces. It's just so exaggerated. You know, the style is already exaggerated. So when you're small and you're doing it, so it's not like times
He gave an
two.
excuse though. He said he was just showing us that he's walking in big shoes. That what it feels like.
Okay. Here she's obviously an icon age. So Jiri is here to talk to us about costume designing. Jiri is going to take us on a journey real quick, but before that, let me first reintroduce her again. This lady is a model, she is a jeweler, and she is a fashion designer. Now, what does she do when she designs? That's what we're going to be talking about. Costume. So Jiri, over to you. Tell us, bring us into your world, because when it comes to costumes, I see them, but I don't really know what goes on behind. So,
okay. I'm going to start from the very beginning. What introduced me into costume making? My mom.
Yes.
She's like my inspiration. My mom she studied theater arts in Ile-Ife, where I also schooled, and she went ahead to do her master's in costume design.
wow, masters.
Yes. And I actually went to school with her because whatever she learned, she shared with me. And it's something I just fell in love with. The fact that you can just imagine crazy things, like things you would not wear on the street. And that's what my imagination always does. And I can create it and it can be functional, which is unfunctional fashion. Wow. So costume design is a world that you can go crazy with. You can decide to be Cinderella tomorrow, you can decide to be Maleficent today. Wow. It's a very exciting world to be in, the fact that you can just imagine.
So I'm going to underline what you said. You said they are non-functional.
Yes.
Non-functional pieces. That means you cannot be walking on the street and you see someone, you see someone wearing Maleficent's horn. Remember, there was a time Tokemakiwa recreated the look. I've forgotten the designer that did that, and it was beautiful. But you will not see her wearing it to the mall or to the market or to wherever it is she's going. Even presenting that she does, you won't see her wearing that on The Voice. Come on, come on. Yes. So now let's talk about the process. The process of getting the pieces. First of all, let's start with knowing what to design.
Costume making comes in season when it's maybe Halloween or photo shoots, maybe your birthday photo shoot, and you want to go all out. Yes, themed shoot, set design. My sister does set design, so we work together. I make the costumes, she does the background, and we create whatever look you want to create in your head. So we do team shoots. We can decide to do Disney. Wow. So yes, you can do Disney, you can do horror. That's the craziness of costume design. So we also make costumes for movies too. Yes, so when it comes to maybe a police outfit, when it comes to a king costume, so costume and design covers a lot of fields. So you can go into cinematography, you can go into just photo shoots like pictures and whatnot. So it's another untapped market in Nigeria, for example, because in Nollywood there's still a lot to be done. There's still a lot to accomplish when it comes to costume design in Nigeria.
Wow.
Especially.
Wow. So now let's talk about the getting materials to work with. Because like you said, the industry is untapped here in Nigeria. So how do you, say somebody wants to do Maleficent now, or somebody wants to become one of the Disney princesses like Pocahontas, where do you get the pieces from? How do you
Source for materials? Our craft market is very scanty in Nigeria. We don't have a lot of materials, raw materials to work with. So you can work with your basic fabric, use stones, depending on what the look you're going for. So you can decide to work with your everyday fabric, switch it up, make it dramatic, and go all out in expression. That's the fun of costume and design. So say you wanted to be a Disney princess, for example. The market is not, let me correct that, the market is not totally untapped, but we don't have a lot of people. We have people like Tiana's Empire.
Yes,
she's
I
my queen mother, by the way. I love her so much.
Just in case Tiana is watching this, that's Toyi Lawani is watching this. Ma'am, you have a fan, like a major fan here.
Yes, she has gone a long way when it comes to costume. She's somebody that's gone all out, not caring whatever. She recently did a nun look. I absolutely love that. And she was all like legs open and whatnot.
She sat at every table and people came for her.
I was expecting that because we are very moralistic and whatnot. So I was expecting them to come for her. But funny enough, this is not the first time somebody is doing that.
True.
Yes, this is not
what's her name? I think Beverly Osu also did that one time. But this one, she used the real non-outfit, that's the white and black. And then that one was too daring. Personally, I wouldn't do it. I know Toyi was replicating for Prophetess for the movie premiere.
I think she was the costumer in that movie. She designed most of the outfits in the movie.
Amazing. And so she also designed Iyabo Ojo's outfit for the premiere, and it was fantastic. I was like,
it was delicious, in short. Like, I loved seeing it, like eye candy for me.
When it comes to being elaborate, being just out there in your face, what
she gave it all hot on her birthday, when her birthday shoot, like she was just dropping. I was like, Mama, take it easy, man.
and so sometimes I wonder, because she was stating the prices of some of the fabrics she was using or she used rather to make those outfits, and they were outrageous.
Craft is not cheap.
Which brings me to the price, the cost of making materials or making costumes like the ones you do. So what's the difference? What's the gap between making ordinary fabrics like maybe functional wears, just normal pieces, and making costume wears? What's the difference when it comes to the price range?
It's a lot. It's like making a masterpiece, basically. So you have to put in a lot, from money to time to everything, and all that accounts to the eventual cost of these masterpieces, I like to call them. So they are not cheap, and I hope and I wish the market embraces the fact that you have to put in money and funds into getting the best from crafts. Yes, and I hope the market sees that very soon, because we have a long way to go, guys. So we should put all our best in it to get the best.
Tell us, is it lucrative to be a costume designer?
At first, you have to do your struggle to get known, to get seen, to get heard, to get your craft out there. But once you break that point, it's high rising from there.
So now let's talk about how your modeling affects or fits into all of this, like fits into your costume designing. first of all, how did the whole modeling thingy start?
Okay, modeling started for me with this phrase: "Are you a model? You look like a model. You should be a model." That's like how it started for me. Yes, that's how it started for me. So I started off with modeling my own stuff because I make for myself every other day. So I started with wearing my stuff, putting it out there. Then I graduated to freelance, and yes.
And the rest is history.
Yes, as they say.
Okay, yes. So do you use external models to, like, for example, you make costumes and you want to do a theme photo shoot? Do you say get other people to work?
I usually work with the clientele in question. But if I was doing a project for myself, I usually use myself to model, except that maybe there's an extra character or I bring in people or other models. I work with other models once in a while.
Amazing, fantastic. Thank you so much for this fun chat. Thank you so much, thank you. And so we are moving on to our celebrity style inspiration of today in the person of Richard Mofe Demetro. She's in fact, if I call anybody, you know the person somewhere. Honestly, that man does not age one bit. It's just the grey hair that's betraying him. But then again, I feel it's part of his appeal. So Richard Demetro is a producer and a filmmaker. He's a father and a grandfather, and we love him because he's a daddy that knows how to slay, and that's the reason he's our celebrity style inspiration. So what do you think about his fashion in general as a Nigerian man that is his age?
I think he's fashion forward. I think he goes all out when it comes to his fashion. He knows what suits his body and his age. Like, he always hits that spot for me. Like, I enjoy seeing him on the red carpet whenever there are premieres. I look out for him. Like, I love the way he looks. I won't stop talking about him. I think I'm just the one.
And something that stood out for me recently was the Joel video where he was in and he was acting like a boss. I'm like, oh, you killed this person.
My breath away.
You killed this person. And you know, that's all I could say. He fits into different characters and he plays his part to a T. And I really enjoy seeing clothes on him. If I were a designer, he would be my model, honestly. And I think Jiri agrees. Her smile indicates that she agrees. Hey! I'm getting suspicious. And this is where we take a break. When we come back, you will find out who our brand highlight for this week is. Stay tuned.
Oh boy, winning you was so easy.
I just couldn't stand those your powerful shots. That's what happened.
Really? Let's go to my place for dinner.
This fufu is so nice.
It's through unripe plantain flour.
True unripe plantain flour is delicious.
Yes, true unripe plantain flour is what I serve my husband for swallows. It's easy to prepare, fortified with vitamin A, low in sugar and cholesterol, rich in fiber that helps the heart, builds and strengthens the bone, and his energy level is boosted.
Through unripe plantain flour, no additives, 100% natural, a product of Pali Agro Products Nigeria. Through unripe plantain flour, available in all leading stores nationwide.
Welcome back. This is still Brands and Fashion, and I still have Jiri Duke with me. It's been an amazing time if you're just joining the show, if you just started watching from here because we're streaming live. You missed, but then there's still something in store for you. We're moving on to our brand highlight where we puts a spotlight on fashion brands that are doing amazing, African fashion brands to be precise, that are doing fantastic. And today we have Hanifa. Wow. It sounds like somebody's name. It actually is somebody's name, but then there is a twist to it, I guess. So we'll find out. So beautiful pops of color and silky fabrics that suit the female form defines Hanifa. And there was a time we were talking about silky fabrics, and you were telling me how the industry is untapped and all. But then I love to see when African women, especially, put in work and creativity to design things that are not already
usual. Yes.
Yeah. So designer Hanifa Mvemba. Oh, I'm kidding another
You're
person's
struggling
name.
with the name.
Oh my goodness, I'm kidding another person's name. Africans have very special names, so please forgive me, Hanifa. She is creating a space for young African women, and this African fashion brand celebrates women's bodies with flattering garments for fashionistas. Thus, it creates beautiful silhouettes in an amazing variety of color. Now, Hanifa embraces innovation, being one brand that has created a virtual runway with 3D models rocking their garments. And now, the shop recently launched Pink Label Congo, an experience and for people to just come and just experience a luxury as African women. I love to see these 3D models. They're taking what from you guys?
The first time I saw a 3D model runway, I was blown away. I was like, this is the future. Like, we are there, guys. I actually absolutely love that we're taking technology into fashion. That is mind-blowing.
Mixing it so well. I love that she's playing with fabrics. I love that she has, you know, the inspiration behind something can really make or mar. So some people just go in and say, I want to make money, I want to be an entrepreneur and just make money. And there's nothing wrong with that. But when you add that extra spice of inspiration, of vision, that's, you know, like helping women love themselves.
I also love the fact that she's paying attention to the woman's body. That's very important.
That I love. Because, you know, so many people, you know, men are in the fashion industry a lot. Not to say that there aren't men who understand the women, like the woman's body. But, you know, when a woman does it, you know,
she's doing it from
her perspective as a woman, and that makes all the difference. And that's why Hanifa is our brand highlight for today. Now moving on to another segment where jewelry has a role to play, since she's just multifaceted and she's everywhere, and I forgive you for that. To the spotlight of my show. So we're moving on to fashion talent, and today we have Malaika First. I think I called this one right. First. Okay, so after watching an episode of the modeling agency, Malaika Firth's mother encouraged her to try out modeling, and after her first open casting call, she was immediately signed to an agency. Boom, just like that.
Like,
and
voila.
I've noticed how mothers are always in the mix somewhere, even if nobody says it.
Mothers are like the best managers for talents.
Oh, ask Kris Kardashian.
Ask Burna Boy.
Kris Jenner, rather. And ask Burna Boy. Yes, I'm Grammy Award-winning Burna Boy. If you're not watching iBrandTV on YouTube, you are missing out on a lot. Yeah, so it was an iBrand Day break, and somebody called me, the presenter called me Burna Girl, and I don't mind because it's not bad to be associated.
She has not met me yet.
And so, her career, that is Malaika's career, officially began at 17, and she soon started modeling internationally, making her runway debut at New York Fashion Week and gaining even more attention when she starred in Prada for 2013 campaign, becoming the first black model in 19 years to score a Prada campaign. She now works for Victoria's Secret fashion show and represents Dolce & Gabbana and Marc Jacobs amongst other designers. That's huge.
Amazing.
That's so at 19. You know how Prada has helped to launch a lot of careers as a model. So there's just something about when a model works for Prada. Opening a Prada show just blows. It's like a turning point.
Especially if you're a black model,
especially if you're a black model, from Sukina Diop to a host of other black models that have made it so far in the fashion industry, in the modeling industry. You would see that somewhere Prada had a role to play, and it's fantastic.
Stepped up for them.
To see Marc Jacobs, Dolce & Gabbana. Girl, come and hustle for us. Please hustle. I will up and leave and go and become a model.
You will?
Period.
Okay.
I love talking. They would reject me because
you can't talk as a model.
You have to sit down, sit pretty. No, we don't sit pretty around here. And that's okay. So that's why we have the likes of Malaika, who is doing, and you, who is doing the sitting pretty for us, amongst other things. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
You make me so jealous because when I'm talking about fashion talent and I mention a female's name and like, oh, she's a model too. Success, what are you doing with your life? I'm just kidding.
You're doing this.
And so it's been an amazing time with Jiri Duke.
Super time.
Yeah. So you know what? Make sure you call your Instagram handle. Just give it to us right now.
Well, my Instagram handle is Jiri Duke, as in JIRIDUKE. No underscore, just
Jiri Duke, and that's, you have it. So yes, you see it. Everything, jewelry, patronize Jiri. I like the pieces I've seen.
You would definitely stand out if you wear Jiri.
Oh wow, you definitely stand out if you wear Jiri. Fantastic line. So whenever you talk fashion, brands, creatives, talents, you will find them all here on Brands and Fashion on iBrandTV. Make sure to follow us on everywhere: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and stream if you can and when you can, because you're not going to regret it. There's so many entertaining and fun and informative shows waiting for you there. And so, my name is Success Cameras. I will see you next time. Goodbye.
iBrandTV. Business first.